Can you all hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, somehow I got disconnected.
Yes.
Yeah. No, yes.
What is the last thing you heard?
Abandoning the non-devotee association in verse 7.
Okay. So we finished this slide, right? Did we finish this?
No, we were on the 5th point.
Okay, abandoning the
There were
association
5
of
points.
non-devotees. Okay, so 5th was abandoning the association of non-devotees. As far as possible, we associate with devotees. And 6, following in the footsteps of the previous acharya. So we follow in the footsteps of our guru and of our previous acharyas who have come in the disciplic succession. So these 6 principles undoubtedly assure the complete success of pure devotional service. So if we want to succeed in our Krishna consciousness, then we should keep these 6 principles in mind. These are the 6 items that are favorable for our Krishna consciousness, Rupa Goswami says. Now, coming back to this point, one who patiently follows the regulative principles of devotional service, the time will undoubtedly come when he will achieve the desired result. So time is one factor that we have to always remember also. So by the time we get our desired result, no, we cannot expect instant quick results. No, time. See, phala or whatever fruits we get depends on 3 factors. What are they? Karma plus daiva plus kala. Karma means our own activities, our own efforts, our own endeavor. We have to endeavor if we want a certain result. Now, despite our endeavoring, we need one more factor, which is daiva, which is the Lord should sanction it. If the Lord does not sanction it, no matter how much we endeavor, we will not get the result. So we have to put in our endeavor, plus the Lord also should sanction it. Then 3 is the time factor. It will take time. It's not going to happen immediately, instantly. No, it will take time. So phala is equal to karma plus daiva plus kala. Now the Lord may sanction it, but if we don't put our endeavor, then also we will not get the results. So we have to put in our endeavor. So one example is, if a farmer wants to reap a rich harvest, he has to put in his effort. No, he has to sow the seeds, he has to till the land, he has to take care of the crops, he has to water them at the right time, right quantity. He has to make sure that the pests are not attacking the animals and others are not destroying his field. So he has to put in his effort. Now, along with his effort, there the Lord has to sanction. It has to rain at the right quantity in the right time. There should not be any natural disasters that are going to spoil his crop. So karma plus daiva. And then kala, there is a time that has to elapse from his sowing the seed to his reaping the harvest. No, so all these 3 factors are very, very important to get the desired result. Another example is if a couple want to have a child, then they have to put in their effort, they have to unite. Then 2, the Lord has to sanction, the soul has to be present. No, if the soul is not present in the semen, then conception will not take place, even though the father and the mother are both medically fit. If the soul is absent, then there will be no pregnancy. Then 3 is the kala. There is a 9-month gestation period before the child can be in the arms of the parents. So phala is equal to karma plus daiva plus kala. Coming back to Krishna book. During the autumn, the lotus flowers in the lakes grow in large numbers because of the absence of lilies. Both the lilies and the lotus flowers grow by sunshine. But during the autumn season, the scorching sunshine helps only the lotus. This example is compared to a country where the king or the government is strong. The unwanted elements, like thieves and robbers, cannot prosper. When the citizens become confident that they will not be attacked by robbers, they develop with great satisfaction. A strong government is compared to the scorching sunshine in the autumn season. The lilies are compared to unwanted persons like robbers, and the lotus flowers are compared to the satisfied citizens. During autumn, the fields become filled with ripened grain. At that time, the people become happy over the harvest and observe various ceremonies such as Navana, the offering of new grain to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The new grain is first offered to the deities in various temples, and all are invited to take sweet rice made with this new grain. There are other religious ceremonies and methods of worship, particularly in Bengal, where the greatest of all such ceremonies is held, called Durga Puja. So the offering of the new grain to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Navana means Nava Anna, the new grain. No, Anna means grain. So this is celebrated. These harvest festivals are celebrated practically in all parts of India by different names. For example, in Tamil Nadu, it is called as, who knows?
Pongal.
Pongal. And then in Punjab,
Baisakhi.
Baisakhi.
yes. And then there are different names in, I think in Andhra Pradesh also it has a different name.
Makara Sankranti.
Makar Sankranti. Yes. Thank you. Okay. Coming back to Krishna book. During the autumn, the lotus flowers in the lakes grow in large numbers because of the absence of lilies. Both the lilies and lotus flowers grow by sunshine, but during the autumn season, the scorching sunshine helps only the lotus. This example is compared to a country where the king or the government is strong. Did we read this? Oh,
Yes.
we already read this.
I think we finished this slide.
Yeah.
We finished this slide.
Okay. In Vrindavan, the autumn season was very beautiful. Because of the presence of the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna and Balaram. The mercantile community, the royal order, and great sages were free to move about in order to achieve their desired benedictions. Similarly, the transcendentalists, when freed from the engagement of the material body, also achieved their desired goal. During the rainy season, the mercantile community cannot move from one place to another and so do not get their desired profit. Nor can the royal order go from one place to another to collect taxes from the people. As for saintly persons who must travel to preach transcendental knowledge, they also are restrained by the rainy season. But during the autumn, all of them leave their confines. In the case of the transcendentalist, be he a jnani, a yogi, or a devotee, because of the material body, he cannot actually enjoy spiritual achievement. But as soon as he gives up the body, or after death, the jnani merges into the spiritual effulgence of the Supreme Lord. The yogi transfers himself to the various higher planets, and the devotee goes to the planet of the Supreme Lord, Goloka Vrindavan, or one of the Vaikunthas, and thus enjoys his eternal spiritual life. Thus ends the Bhaktivedanta purport of the 20th chapter of Krishna, description of autumn. I just wanted to explain a little bit more about these three transcendentalists, Jnani, Yogi, and Bhakta. So, see, a Jnani engages in intensive study of the Upanishads, and he realizes his faith and his belief and his realization is that God is a light. God is a light. So when he attains perfection, he merges into the Brahma Jyoti. He merges into the light. Now, what is this Brahma Jyoti? Brahma Jyoti is nothing but the light that is emanating from the body of Krishna. Okay. So, Jnani, when he attains perfection, he merges into the light. Now, another class of transcendentalists who has a higher realization than the previous one is the yogi. This yogi here, he is meditating on the form of the Lord in the heart as the Paramatma or the super soul. So this is his belief, and when he attains perfection, then he realizes that form of the Lord as the Paramatma, as the super soul. He can actually see and perceive the super soul in his heart. The third category of transcendentalists, the Bhakta or the devotee, he believes and he realizes the personal feature of the Lord, that God is a person. God is a person. He is a person like you and me, but he is the topmost person. He is Purushottama. He is Purushottama, topmost person. So he realizes that God is a person. And when he attains perfection, then he can engage in loving services, intimate services with the Lord in Goloka or in Vaikuntha planets. Because he has realized the personal feature of the Lord. So these are the three categories of transcendentalists: the jnanis, the yogis, and the bhaktas. Now, this person here, the jnani, his concept of the absolute truth is not wrong. It's not wrong. It's only incomplete. It is only incomplete because, yes, God is that light. So it's not wrong. But the fact that God is only that light, then that is incomplete understanding, because God is that light. God is also residing in the heart of each one of us as a Paramatma, and He is also a person. So this third realization of Bhakta is the highest realization. The other two are incomplete realizations. They are not wrong, they are incomplete. Incomplete, because it's like, say here in our next slide, Srila Prabhupada actually explains very nicely in the second chapter of the Bhagavad Gita and on purport 2.2. He gives the example of the sun and the sunshine, the sun surface, the sun planet. No. So if one only studies the sunshine, so it's like a preliminary study of the sunshine. Simply understanding the sunshine, universal pervasiveness, and glaring effulgence of its impersonal nature. So this is the understanding of a jnani. No, so he only understands the sunshine, that it's pervading everywhere. It can pervade in all aspects of um, the universe, like that. But this is correct, but it is not complete. No, higher, a more advanced learning will lead one to learn about the surface of the sun. So that is compared to the localized feature realization. Localized means the Paramatma as a localized aspect of the absolute truth. Then a further, more advanced learning would be to learn about the sun planet itself, like entering into the heart of the sun planet and to understand the inner affairs of what is going on in that sun planet. So these are the three realizations: Brahman realization, Paramatma realization, and Bhagavan realization. Another example to understand this, the three aspects of the absolute truth, is when you see a mountain from a distance, you may see something like this, right? Because you are far away from the mountain. But when you walk closer, when you go closer to the mountains, then you may see something like this. You can see the trees, you can see the vegetation, you can see the grass that is there on that mountain. And when you walk even further and you're right there at the mountain, then you may see something like this. You can actually see the people who are living there, what kind of businesses are going on, what kinds of homes are going on, what kind of activities, businesses are going on that mountain. So this is compared to the three features of the absolute truth. So this is the highest realization, that God is a person. Another example that I heard in a children's class actually is comparison to the train. The Brahman realization can be compared to the sound of the train. From a distance, you can hear the sound of the train, but you cannot see the train yet. But as the train comes further and further, or you are going towards the train, then you can see the light of the train from a distance. And then the closest understanding, or the highest understanding, or the highest learning is the whole train itself. So these are the three aspects of the absolute truth. Yeah, Shailesh, you have your hand raised.
It's slightly unrelated, but which of these three modes would be termed as enlightenment?
Modes or realization?
So, yeah. So we have the jnana mode, then we have the yogi mode, and then we have the
Yeah, they're all
Dharma.
realized. They're all realized, but here he is fully realized. Here he is partially realized. Okay. So what happens here when the person attains the Brahma Jyoti? The living entity is only existing in the light and there is no activity. So what happens? He gets bored. We have discussed this before. He gets bored at some point and he comes back. Then he wants to realize more. So then he may engage in Paramatma realization. So when he is engaging in the yogic process to realize a Paramatma, then he can see, he can perceive, he sees the Paramatma. Right now we cannot see the Paramatma, no? He is there in our, but we cannot see. So this yogi, when he attains perfection, he can actually see the beautiful form of the Lord. But he can only see, right? There is no interaction, there is no intimate service, there's no intimate activity. So once you see that such a stunningly beautiful form of the Lord, then there is hankering that I want to associate with that person, I want to serve the person, I want to have a loving relationship with the person. So then he engages in bhakti yoga, and then he can attain the Goloka or Vaikuntha planets. So not necessary that we have to go through the first two. No, bhakti yoga, so immediately you can attain and start bhakti yoga, and you can attain the highest perfection of life. Okay. Shreya, you have your hand raised?
Yes, so in the Bhagwan realization, the devotee cannot see the Paramatma like the second stage, right? Where he can actually see it in the heart.
You can see Krishna himself. Paramatma is a manifestation of Krishna. So you are saying Krishna itself,
Okay.
Purna Bhagavan. You are saying Purna Bhagavan.
Okay. So that's when the devotee actually completes the devotional service. That's what
Yes.
it's talking.
Yeah, when he goes back home, back to Godhead.
Okay.
Actually, some devotees, a pure devotee can actually see Krishna even when in the material world, if he is fully realized. He doesn't have to wait for death also. They
Mhm.
can actually see Purna Bhagavan if being in this material world, if he attains perfection.
So we are a practicing devotee, not a devotee.
Yeah. I don't know, maybe there is some Mahabhagavat here who has already seen, who knows? I know I have not seen, but we don't know, somebody else, who knows? We never know which soul is in which body. Okay. Priyanka?
With Mataji, I'm actually confused whether the first one is yogi or the second one is yogi.
No, he is jnani, he is yogi, he is bhakta. Jnani,
Isn't yogi focusing more on impersonal feature? I thought that yogi is focusing more on impersonal feature, and then he acquires some knowledge to focus on Paramatma, so he becomes jnani. So
no,
after yogi, then
jnanis, no, see, jnanis are those who are engaging in intensive study of the Upanishads. That's why they are called as jnanis. Then you have the yogis who are engaging in this silent meditation. And then you have the bhaktas. It's jnanis, yogis, and bhaktas.
okay.
Okay.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Can Hare Krishna. Can you, the devotee part of it, can you extend it a little more? Why is it the best compared to, of course, the second one, because there's no interaction between the Krishna that he feels is with him, but there's no interaction. And the third one, we see Krishna as a person, and then
And you're in Goloka with Krishna, or you're in Vaikuntha with Krishna, and you are engaging in service. You can see him and you can serve him. Like how a mother serves the child. See, let's say you and your son are meeting after many years, but you are only face to face, you cannot embrace. But when you can embrace each other, then that's a different intimacy, no? So when you're in Goloka and when you're in Vaikuntha, you are actually engaging in active service. Maybe you're bringing a flower to Krishna every day. Maybe you're singing for Krishna every day. Krishna is reciprocating with you. He is receiving your service personally. No, maybe you're dancing for Krishna. Krishna is appreciating your dance. Krishna says, "Oh, I love your dance." Maybe you're sharing your lunch with Krishna in Goloka. Maybe you're engaging in some others. See, every one of us has a unique service in Vaikuntha and Goloka, which is unique for us. Nobody else can do that. Maybe you're composing great poetry and offering it to Krishna, no? Or maybe you're cooking for Krishna, like that. So, because you're engaging in active seva, there is more intimacy in the relationship in the
okay.
last realization, which
Okay,
is not
got
there
it.
in the previous two.
Right. Got it. Thank you.
You're welcome. Priyanka?
Just one more that random question popped in my mind that the when yogi is seeing the Paramatma in his heart, Isn't he seeing all the features of Paramatma and then realizing that Bhagwan also has the feature and he's also a person?
See, this actually, the jnani is also called as jnana yogi. I think your previous question, that's why you're getting confused. You said yogi, right? The jnani is also called as a jnana yogi, and this yogi here is called as a dhyana yogi. So the dhyana yogi realizes the Brahman realization and also Paramatma realization, but he does not realize the Bhagavan realization, the Bhagavan feature of the Lord. This person here, he only realizes Brahman realization. This person here in the middle, he realizes Paramatma as well as the Brahman realization. Because this realization includes the previous realization. The second one automatically includes the first one. The Bhagavan realization automatically includes the first two realizations. Like if you learn about the sun disk itself, you automatically know the study of the sun rays and the sunshine. By default, you know that.
So basically, he's actually seeing the Narayan feature in his heart, in the
Yes.
Paramatma
Oh, the
realization.
second one.
Yes, yes.
Yes, yes, yes.
So when he's seeing the feature, then he should also automatically understand that Bhagwan has a feature.
Yeah, so
So
that,
how does it?
yeah, but he has to perfect himself to be able to come to that realization. Because here he only sees and there is hankering, and then he's like, who is that great personality? Who is that wonderful person? See, if you read
But
Bhagavatam, there is a section where Narada Muni, he was a son of a, before he became the great sage Narada Muni, he was the son of a maid servant. His mother died prematurely when he was a small boy, and then he realized the Paramatma. It's there. That's that. If you read the description, and then as soon as he saw the Paramatma, he was hankering more. He wanted to see more. He wanted to associate more. He wanted to engage in intimate pastimes more with this stunningly beautiful personality. So then he comes to Bhagavan realization, and then he becomes the great sage Narada Muni.
Oh, so what basically makes them different is that one is only meditating and the one is doing physical activity in the service of the Lord. I mean, Bhatta is doing the physical activity and the Dhyan Yogi is only meditating and realizing the Paramatma. And then by doing physical activities, he come to the stage of Bhatta. Is that right?
Yeah, what he is doing, the person in the middle, he's raising his consciousness from the lower chakras to the higher chakras. You have heard of that the 8 stages it is, no? Or is it 7? 8, I think so. So he raises his realization from the lower chakras to the higher chakras, and then he focuses his what do you call it? Consciousness to the chakra here until he can leave the body to the highest chakra. So what he's doing is he's engaging in silent meditation, and he's raising his consciousness from the lower chakras to the higher chakras. And when he attains perfection, he can see that Paramatma. But there is no active, intimate relationship between the two because he sees it and then the form disappears. It's not that he's continuously seeing it. The form he sees and then the form disappears. And then he's hankering, oh, I want to see more. I want more. I want to have more relationship with that person. So then that leads him to Bhagavan realization.
Thank you, Mataji.
You're welcome. Yeah, Mangal Vishwanath, you have your hand raised.
Madam, you finished the class?
Yes.
Okay. Anyway, I have many questions and many doubts, which some things I don't agree. But anyway, it's nice that he explained two things I want to clear. I want to know about sadhana constant. you told about something about that external factors. I mean, taking drugs, taking other kind of things. But what about the internal characters that also included? No? For example, people maybe drinks or they smoke. Maybe they are good in heart. Maybe they are very helpful persons. They are good in heart. But the people, those who don't take drink or smoking, and you are saying that are bad people. You are saying, but sometimes I practically see those people are very helpful, very kind-hearted. But those people don't take drink, don't smoke, and those people are very bad character internally. And this is which kind you refer these people?
Okay, see, our external habits, it affects our internals. Our externals definitely affect our internals. Over a period of time, if we are engaged in sinful activities like meat eating or intoxication or drugs, it will definitely affect our consciousness. Now, one may be very helpful, one may be very polite, and he may be engaging in sinful activities, but over a period of time, it will definitely affect his consciousness. That will definitely happen over a period of time. Now, anyway, coming to the cleansing happens both ways. It will help one when we take to Krishna consciousness. It will cleanse us of our bad habits as well as it will cleanse us of our bad qualities. Let's say somebody is very vicious, somebody is very envious, somebody is very greedy, somebody may be very rude. All those qualities also, along with external bad habits, that the cleansing happens completely when we take to devotional service. It happens for both.
Okay. Okay, and the second one is you clearly, of course, you beautifully explained the caste system and the Varnashrama. The Varnashrama, I feel it is you mentioned that four Varnas, that it depends on the age of the human being. Is it, no?
Yes.
Age of the different being. But in the case of caste system that Krishna decided, you mentioned that head, heart, and stomach and feet, these things. But these things Krishna decide or human being decide? The people who wrote the.
So who decides who is Brahmana, who is Kshatriya? That's what you're asking?
Yes.
That depends on two factors. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, it depends on your nature and it depends on the kind of work you do.
Yes.
So if one is, it's not according to Janma, it's not according to your birth, because one may be born in a Brahmin family, but if he
Yeah.
does not have the nature of a Brahmin and he doesn't do the work of a Brahmin, then he should not be considered a Brahmin.
Yeah.
On the other side, if one is born in a demon family, but he has a nature of a Brahmin and he does the work of a Brahmin, then he should be respected as a Brahmin. So it depends on your nature and it depends on the kind of work you do that determines whether you are a Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, or a Shudra. It does not depend on your birth.
Yes, yeah. You clearly mentioned. I understand. Yeah, I understand. But the current society, why not following that
Because
Gita?
in Kali Yuga, even the
Mm,
Varnashram system has become corrupted, like many other things in Kali Yuga. So in Kali Yuga, the Varnashram system also has become completely corrupted. Now it has reduced to, but if you are born in a Brahmin family, you are respected as a Brahmin, even though you are doing the work of a demon. No,
yes,
because this Varnashram system has become corrupted in Kali Yuga. But that's not pure Varnashram system what is being followed now in the modern times.
yes. Because in Gita says if Guru like the people who are teaching like Brahman. So, for example, if I am a professor, I'm in my case as per the Bhagavad Gita, I'm a Brahman. Because I'm a teacher.
By
Like
the
that.
kind of work you are doing, because
Yes,
Brahmanas are the teachers of society. If you are doing the
yes,
work of a Brahmin, and if you have the nature of a Brahmin, then you should be respected as a Brahmin. Also,
yes.
nature is
But
also important.
Yes, but
Guna and karma. Guna
yeah.
and karma. Nature and work. Both.
Yes, and I understand. But what about the steps? What about the, I mean, we have the Krishna consciousness society, that is ISKCON, these things are there. Why this not clearly mentioned or clearly delivered to the society to understand the system clearly? Because still, educated people, even I see the people in ISKCON also, they are not following. They are not following. You are saying that Krishna, in front of Krishna, Krishna decided all are equal, all are equal. Then why Krishna is dividing four caste? I mean, based on the birth. That anyway, that is clear. You said Krishna. Even Krishna itself, some people they don't agree. Krishna is low caste, like a low caste person. Krishna is a low caste person. They are saying. Even educated people also saying that. But Krishna says that everyone is equal. Everyone is equal. But what about the ISKCON or the society or the people like you or the big gurus? They didn't deliver. Even the government itself doesn't understand these things. Why it is not clearly delivered to the society?
Actually, it is being delivered if you regularly attend classes, if you hear from bona fide authorities, if you
Yeah.
read the Bhagavad Gita, if you read our scriptures, then this message is there. It's clearly delivered. Varnashram system Krishna himself speaks of in the Bhagavad Gita. What I'm saying about guna and karma and not janma, it's there in the Bhagavad Gita. So if we
Yes.
read the books, if we hear from bona fide authorities, if we attend classes regularly, like today you attended this class, then the information actually is being made available by the devotees. But not
Yes.
everybody goes and hears these classes. No. Less than 1% of the world population actually goes for is actually following any kind of spirituality. Forget Krishna consciousness, forget ISKCON, forget Bhagavad Gita.
Yeah.
Less
Yeah.
than statistics say less than 1% of the world population is practicing any kind of spirituality. So amongst that, any kind of spirituality, then you zero into Vaishnavism, no, to ISKCON, to Bhagavad Gita, to what Krishna says, like that. So the education is there, but not everybody is ready to come and take it. We cannot we cannot educate at gunpoint, right?
Yes, that means that we fail to deliver the system to the people, our society.
No, we are not failing to deliver. We are delivering. The society is failing to come and receive it. Because the sun is shining, but if I close myself in the room, what can the sun do?
Yeah.
Right?
Yes,
What do
yes,
you think?
yes. I understand. You also told that government is saying, but still the government is not following in these systems. If and that's what I'm surprising. Yes, because I read the book, the Sanatana book. I read the book Sanatana. It is clearly mentioned that, but it is not what we are thinking. You said clearly in the class. I said that Varnashram Sanatana. But what you said is okay, but the people they are following it literally, reversibly they are following. Yeah.
Right, because there is
Yeah.
no proper, they are not properly educated. They don't want to take
Yes.
education from the right
Yeah.
sources.
Yes. Yes. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hello, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Wendy.
¿Cómo está?
Bien, ¿usted?
Bien. Quiero solamente hacer una pregunta. Usted mencionó que hubo alguien que dio su bibliografía de que tuvo su realización de Paramatma cuando su madre murió y después siguió averiguando y pudo hacer Bhagavan. ¿Quién fue, por favor, para buscar la historia?
Narada Muni.
Narada Muni. Ok, gracias.
De nada. Shailesh, you have your hand raised?
Hey, when you opened, you said something about the education center for ISKCON. So, what is that?
Educational Center for ISKCON?
For
No, I'm
teachers.
saying that
You
we are
started.
educating. ISKCON as an organization is, see, everywhere, any temple you go, every day in the morning there is Bhagavatam class. Every day evening there is Bhagavad Gita class. In every ISKCON temple, every single day, Monday through Sunday. So that's what I'm trying to say. And then, of course, some ISKCON temples, not all ISKCON temples, they are also running a Gurukul. I know in Pune there is a Gurukul for the children. So education is being imparted, but not everybody is willing to come and take the education.
No, I
That's
was
what you're
saying
saying?
when you opened the class, you said something to the effect uh, educational institution or center for Chile for ISKCON. Said something like that.
When on behalf of the Education Department of ISKCON Chile, I welcome all of you. That.
Yeah.
So
What
what
is
about?
that? What is it?
Okay, so we in ISKCON Chile, there is an education department. And when I
Okay.
had published these classes, then the temple administration, we had a conversation and they said, let's include this as a part of ISKCON Chile's education department. So
Oh, okay.
these classes are under the, it's with the authority of ISKCON Chile under the education department of ISKCON Chile.
Okay.
Because
One last
when you
comment.
get your certificate at the end of the course, that certificate will be given and signed by ISKCON Chile administration.
Okay.
Yeah. So it is authorized certificate.
Right.
One last comment, madam.
Yes.
You mentioned during your talk that man is the head of the family.
Yes.
But I believe my wife is the head of the family. What do you say?
I say man is the head of the family, woman is the heart of the family.
Okay. But why can't be man can be heart of the family?
See, man and women, we have different natures. Okay. Men and women have different natures. No matter how much you talk about man, woman equal,
Yes, I understand.
the
Yes.
natures are different. So the woman by nature is emotional. The woman by nature includes her heart in her decision making. The woman by nature is run by sentiments. And the man by nature thinks more from the head and not from the heart. And our Varnashram society or our society, our Vedic society, has divided the work according to nature. Just as our Brahmanas or teachers have a certain nature, Kshatriyas have a different nature, right? So, like that, men and women have different natures, and the work is divided according to the nature. And because a woman is all heart, therefore, her duties, her prescribed duties, are more to take care of the children, take care of the family, take care of the home. No, because it's her nature. And the man is more thinking about the head. So, by nature, he has to earn the bread and butter for the family. He goes out, goes to work. He has to face all these things outside, no, the rough and tough guy. So it's because of the nature. But the more important role actually is given to the woman. More important role is given to the woman because the future of the society, the future of how safe you and all the men and all the children are in the future depends on what kind of upbringing the woman and what kind of values the woman is inculcating in her children. So actually the more important role is given to the woman. But now in the modern times, this narrative is set that only a woman who goes out to work is successful and the woman who's taking care of the family is not a successful woman. But if you see Vedic society, the more important role, the crucial role is given to the woman to take care of the family and the children. So therefore, the woman is the heart of the family. The man is the head of the family. It's the nature of the
Yes,
man and the woman.
yes, I understand completely, but it is still I don't want to argue, but still it is one thing you told it depends on the nature. It depends on man can act as a heart and woman can act as a head. It can be interchangeable. No, sometimes. No?
There may be a few exceptions, but you have to say largely, broadly speaking.
Yeah.
Okay.
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 Because these are the sensitive cases. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Shailesh, don't forget, today we have an exam. Okay, yeah, Shailesh, your question. Is that your next
It's not a
question?
question, actually. Yeah, I'm just finishing off. Actually, we had Janmashtami here at our society, and then people from ISKCON had come, and then they were like, we usually don't recommend this, but then there is a movie that has come out that is your Mahavatar Narsim.
Yes.
So, and we never figured out why he would say that, but then it came on Netflix yesterday, and then we saw it. And quite a lot of what you were saying today is actually in that movie. So how a woman can impress on her child. So Prahlad's mother, what influence she has on him, and then how, despite being a demon, he becomes the greatest. He's still accepted to be the greatest devotee of the Lord. And the other thing also, when the how a man needs to be there. I mean, he's the head of the family. He needs to act that way. All that is there
Yes,
in that.
definitely we must watch that movie. It's there on Netflix, right? I saw the first 15-20 minutes. I have to still complete the movie. Yeah. So that's a classic example how Prahlad was born in a demon family, but we uh, accept him as the greatest devotee. No, he's one of the 12 Mahajans. So it's not Janma, but Guna and Karma, what we discussed in our Varnashram system. Okay, very nice. Anything else we need to discuss before we go to the exam?
Madam, sorry, I have to leave. Sorry.
Okay. So thank you for
Thank
joining and hope to see you in the next class.
you, madam. Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Can you all see the screen?
No, not yet.
Now?
Yes.
Okay. So your link for the exam is coming up right now.
Mataji, I can't see the link.
Okay. I just now shared it.
Yeah. Okay. Got it. Okay, got it.
Your time is ticking.
Mataji can't see the link. Can you send it once more?
Okay. I'll do that.
I lost it.
Send it now again. Can you access it now, Dipti?
I'm trying. I don't know why I can't access. Yeah, now I guess. Yeah, now. Yeah.
Okay.